Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Today is the anniversary of the date in 1886 when the Statue of Liberty was dedicated, a gift from the people of France to the people of America. It was sculpted by Frederick Bartholdi and the metal structure surrounding it was put together by Gustave Eiffel. And of course what links the two people is that both in France and America the governments were resulting from revolution, the French Revolution and the American Revolution, and so the Statue of Liberty speaks of the freedom which those revolutions, theoretically anyway, brought the people. The statue is of the goddess Libertas, and she's holding in one hand a tablet which contains the date on which the American Declaration of Independence was produced, and in the other hand, of course, held aloft a torch. The torch originally was supposed to light up. It was going to be surrounded in Bertholt's original plan with huge lights powered from a source within the statue itself, but the pilots of ships using the waters around it said that this would be too bright. It would disrupt their ability to navigate those channels. So that didn't happen. And then the suggestion from Bartholdi was, well, let's gild the outside of it so that it reflects light back, and that proved to be too expensive. And then in 1887 the American Lighthouse Organization came along and they said, well, we'll arrange it so that there are lights inside that come out, but they turned out to be so feeble as to be hardly visible on the day when the statue was actually dedicated. So this light, this torch that was supposed to be a symbol of bringing light to the world and symbolizing our freedom, actually never lit up. And that it seems to me a potent symbol of the way in which so many of our best ideals and hopes, our longing for freedom, our longing for truth, our longing for all the things that make life good and for people to live together in harmony, all these ideals somehow never seem to come to be. Most people have ideals for how they would like the world to be, how they would like their lives to be, but just somehow we don't seem to reach them, can't attain them. Of course, the classic Christian explanation of this is the doctrine of the fall. It was all Adam and Eve's fault for taking the apple. Not a doctrine, I'm afraid, I adhere to. I don't think that's at all helpful, particularly when you take from it the notion that we're all born flawed in some way or other. I don't think we are. I think God brings us to this world in a way that will enable us to be the kind of people he wants us to be, and there's something else that happens that somehow undermines that. I don't know what it is and I don't know how it works, but I do mourn it. I do mourn the fact. I'm very sad about the fact that so often our highest ideals we never seem to get there. Our best intentions we never seem to achieve. And today I just want to be sad, to let that sadness be part of my life, to recognise its reality, but to respond by doing what I can in my own life and in the areas where I have any influence, to make sure that those things which seem to undermine our human achievement of what we want, ideally, those things are things I combat, both in my own life and in the wider community, so that perhaps we can overcome those things which seem to undermine human idealism and help us one day to get nearer to it.